to you. Just want to check on Zinchenko, first of all. Obviously, we've seen what's happening over in Ukraine. How is he? What have you been able to say to him? And what support are the club able to offer him at this time?
Well, it's worry. What would we feel if our country, when we were born, we have a family and friends, is attacked, killing innocent people? How would you feel? So I guess that what he feels. And of course, the team, the club is, of course, is close to him, unconditionally, of course.
And in terms of support, what is the club able to do for him at the moment, Pep? Does he even need that? In essence, does he feel the need for support at the moment?
Of course, he has our support. That is normal. So we are people living every day together. What happened in the country when he was born, when loves, because you grew up there and he's attacking from outside to kill innocent people. And maybe he knows. So of course, he's a tough, and he knows exactly that we are here.
In terms of the squad this weekend, obviously we saw Gabriel Jesus and Jack Grealish back in training. How sharp are they? How ready are they to play this weekend? And also how much of a boost to have them back and available?
Yeah, they are ready. And of course, it's so important for us. Yeah, definitely.
How much then do you relish the challenge that you're facing at the moment, Pep? Obviously, 12 games to go, 3 points the difference, 3 points advantage you have over your nearest rivals. How much do you relish the challenge that you're facing?
Marvelous being here. It's great to be here. We knew it is a long road, and we know it, and try to be ourselves every single game, not just in the Premier League competition, all the competitions. It's nice to be there. Sorry?
Hi, Pep, just going back to Zinchenko, have you spoken to him about whether he's in the right mental state to play games? I realise football is not the most important thing, but I just wondered whether he's going to play.
Yeah, we spoke, all of us. I spoke privately, personally with him, of course, and everyone, Dino and the friends and the staff and everyone, of course. So we are not living out of this world, and these are headlines, unfortunately, today, around the world, and he's concerned. But Alex is an incredible, strong guy, really, really one. And of course, it's not easy in the moment, but today in the training session, like yesterday, was brilliant. So he's ready to play just in case he has to play, and he's ready.
And he went to a demonstration last night. Is that the kind of thing that you would expect from someone who is concerned about what's happening in their country?
What would you do if someone abroad attack UK? How would you react? How will you feel? So it's what he feels. So, like, it's a way, what happened in Yugoslavia? No one did anything, and they killed themselves for many, many years. And unfortunately, around the world, there are many, many wars, many. This is a new one. So it's a pity, because more than a pity, because innocent people is going to die when these innocent people just want to live in peace. All around the world, the people want to live in peace. Have a house to sleep well, a plate on the table, some pleasures like movies, books, walks, and some people who love, and that's all. People, I think, don't expect much than that. And when you are not involved in anything, they decide, attack your country. And for him, I think I'm not so involved. I think it should be complicated to arrive at this point, honestly. But always difficult, always innocent people in this kind of situation pay the terrible tribute, to lose their lives for a decision for 1, 2 people, 3 people. So it's hard to accept, and still maybe we don't learn what happened in the past in the previous situation. But right now, what happened in Syria, what happened in many, many places, like, at the end, the strong part always we kill the weak one. So,
do you have a view on the Champions League final being switched?
As to the UEFA, so it's not a question of UEFA.
Hi, Pep. On less serious matters, your team not used to losing games. Do you see a difference in them in the days following a defeat like you had last weekend?
No, we have 2 days off right after, so we didn't train right next the last game, and after we trained really well, like as usual. So we accept our part of the game. I know how we perform. The last games I would drop points in Southampton here, and both were really good, but we make a mistake, especially the third one, that like you realize we don't deserve to win. When you make a mistake, like we defend the last action, it's because we don't deserve to win.
Do you go over the game with the players and look at those mistakes? Or does it depend on the nature of the?
No. Sometimes, as a manager, it is not a book that said, "Now I have to talk because we win," or "Now I have to not talk to lose." No, we didn't. We are ending. I think the players know exactly the reason why we were not able to win, and maybe another day in more advance we talk about that. Now it's just we train really well these days and just focus on the game tomorrow and FA Cup Tuesday and Derby and after Champions League and step by step. So we have time to prove how we know it. So when the people said time ago, not a long time ago, a few days ago, when we were a perfect team, we were to improve, and I said all the time the same answer. Of course, there are many things to improve. And we have to admit, we face an incredible team, defend really, really well, really, really well. And they have incredible pace for the counter-attack and the quality that they have. Always Tottenham had an exceptional players up front, and defensively always we struggle against them. And it's not the exception this season. So they are a good team, really good team.
Thank you. Hi, Pep. We have a fight for the title. Then Liverpool won this week, and is it a proof that the championship is never finished by December or January once again?
It looks a little bit ridiculous. I have to argue this, so I'm sorry. So never when we were champion was in January, November, and December, January. So this, yesterday we saw the game, Wolves, Arsenal, how intense, how realize how good they are, both teams, how they fought for the position. So we know it, we knew it. So we just, okay, so what's next? And try to win the next game, and that's all. So I knew it before. It's not a surprise for me. So a lot of games, the rivals are so good, not just Liverpool, all of them. And what made me feel, okay, let's go try to do it. Here today, we are where we are. Competitions, that? So, and the games when we drop points, especially the last part, not the beginning of the season, the first or second or third game, like always we play in disadvantage for the fact we were so late in the preseason for after European Cup and this kind of stuff. So we played really well.
And on Gabriel, it's been an on and off season for him. What could he bring for this final part of the season to your team? What do you expect?
Gabriel is so important in many aspects that we don't have in the first stretch, and when we need a guy for the movements in behind, for many aspects, so important. It's unpredictable in the final third. So, and unfortunately, we were out for a little bit, 2-3 weeks, and Jack as well. But yeah, they're back, and they moved these 2 days, 3 days was good.
Thanks, guys. We'll take some questions on the Zoom prior to the embargo. We'll start with Mike Nune. Mike, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Pep. I hope you can hear me okay. Each time you've lost recently in a title race, when it's mattered, you've gone to bounce back with some very lengthy runs. It was 15 games before the Spurs defeat. They had the 14-game winning run a couple of years ago, 21 games unbeaten last season. Will you have to do the same? Will you have to win every game from now until the end of the season to beat Liverpool?
Where is right? When is right? In which book is right? In December, January, a champion, and which is right? Say the Man City, because they win in the past, lost a game, they make a lot of games. I will not play. So yeah, sure, we have to win 12 or 13 games. So we will not play from now on. We will be champion tomorrow. So honestly, in the past when we were able to do it, I never thought about that. So I had to think, okay, tomorrow's Goodison Park against Everton, and a new manager, and in the position they need points. Try to do a good game and win, of course, win it. So it's only I'm concerned. No, I don't look for. I know, because I said when we were clear, we have to win a lot of games to be champions. I felt it now, I feel it now, and I will feel it until the end of the season, because I know not just Liverpool, Chelsea, and the other ones are there, but especially Liverpool, because it's closest in our position. We knew it before, so. But that is a challenge. That's nice. So after many years of winning, 3 Premier Leagues in the last 4 years, still we are there, and this is good. And we're going to drop points. I don't know, but keep going until there is, the possibility to be champion. We'll fight. That's 100% for sure.
And on Everton, different manager from when you last faced them, Frank Lampard in, compared to Rafa Benitez. What differences do you expect in a Frank side compared to a Rafa side?
But I don't know. Sometimes when you make that comment with respect, for the guy that's not there involved right now, I will give good comments. But always I feel that. I always, when I see the opponents, I had the feeling. Well, I try to look the strength points that they have, and saying good words from Frank, I would say, but for Rafa, this is not my intention. So every man has his own ideas. The players are there. Everton invests a lot in the last years, and still they're fighting the right moment to make a step, for the history they deserve to be. And I know for our experience with Goodison Park always was tough, for the environment, for the stadium, for many things. But in the same time, I have full confidence in these players. Should not be the other. I don't have an alternative, so don't trust with these guys.
Michael Gray.
Hi, Pep. Pep, you know the quality that Everton have, certainly in forward positions, and they've obviously changed manager through the middle of the season. Does that surprise you, and does it surprise you where Everton find themselves in the Premier League right now?
Everyone in the world would think I would not be in this position right now, but I'm not there, Michael, to know exactly what is the reason why. So sometimes I have a problem to understand what happened at home, in my apartment, a house, in my club. So imagine, it's not far away from Manchester, Liverpool, but to know exactly what happened there. So I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you, Michael. Final question for the embargo then, guys.
Hi, Pep. With the title race looking like it's going to be, well, for us, exciting anyway, if not for you, does it back up your claims that for City, the Premier League, with all the motivational requirements, the competition, that it is like perhaps the hardest competition over, say, the Champions League?
Why should we be not excited for me?
Well, it's probably better to watch than actually feel it every day, isn't it?
No, maybe you were seeing now in that moment have 25 points in front of Liverpool, but this is in another world. Maybe, but not in this one. So I'm more than delighted to be in the position that we are, and want to defend it, attacking better, and try to win games. But yeah, maybe the beat is so tough. The Premier League, we know it. So I saw yesterday the game and how Tottenham, played the last game, and every game is so difficult. So that's why the biggest achievement what we achieved in the last years in this club, because it's quite similar to the Premier Leagues, what we live now and the previous season. So the contenders, the managers, the teams are so intense, so good. It's no casualty how they behave in Europe, for example, right now, all clubs. So in Europa League, in the Champions League, that's why of course a big challenge, but I could not expect another. So when we started the season, I could not expect that would not be like right now it is and like will be. Absolutely. I would say I'm more than grateful that getting better than maybe I thought in the beginning of the season. So that's why it's just always a fourth of defeat. the reason why the way we defend some situations we don't deserve to win. We cannot compete in a high level when we deserve to defend in this way, and try to attack when defending that the teams in this way for the quality that we have is not easy. To try to find the solution. Always I find a process. In the good things we can do better. In the bad things, okay, what do we have to do to improve until the end? It's never end. A football team is never end. Never is a finished business. Always you have something to get better, and that is what every time we can wake up and go to the training and go to see the team, the moods and everything to do it better. Otherwise, it will be so boring. Never thought it was over. Never will be over, and it will happen at the end. And we want to be there. And this is what I want for my team.
Thank you, guys. We're going to run an embargo for 10:30 this evening.